Alright, one last one and I'm caught up. Look at that. There you go. Alright. Let's put that in both chats. We'll be going in about, we'll go at 1:45. And now I'll be pushing it just a little bit to get ready for 3 o'clock for when F1 starts. But, you know, it is what it is. Definitely didn't put it on my screen just a little bit beforehand. It's pretty wet and London in Silverstone. Fair enough. One pizza shot. It's not wet at this Fuji here. This track looks about as dry as you could get. Through. So you got 10 laps of this. I believe it's 26 in the feature. I can't remember if I'm right in that saying now, but we'll see how much it is later on. We are not going to wait too long before allowing people to join the stream this time, purely because we are very, very much on a time limit. But yeah. But with that being said, after this race, it'll be 5 comms in about 24 hours. And you'll be up to date. Here's a reminder that WAC needs 18 points. WAC needs 18 points over Musa to win the championship. He needs 14 points over Pasty. That's the group right now. He needs 14 over Pasty. He needs 18 over Musa to win the championship today. Well, at Fuji. We'll see what is going on. We'll go through the grid now then. So we've got Fancy Locks driving his first race in this tier on pole, on the softs. Then we've got Wack in second, V-Cube in third. Seems to qualify very well in his 2 races so far. Won the sprint at Le Mans. We'll see if he can win the sprint here. Got Pasty in fourth, but he looks to make sure that Wack doesn't get the 14 points over him. Coach in fifth, who has been hit and miss in the races since joining, but won in Bathurst, so looking to add to that. Then we go JMS in 6th, Yuri in 7th, Mo in 8th, Dougal in 9th, O'Leary in 10th, Katchker in 11th, Darlington in 12th, Esty in 13th, and Jezza at the back of the grid. So, with that being said, and the fact that we are on a 1 hour and 15-minute timer from here on out, let's get ready to go here. There you go, 2, 3, 4 red lights, 5 red lights. And it's lights out and away we go. And what a start for the Renault again this season. It looked like a great start for the Citroen as well, as Fancy Locks is now under fire from both directions. Wack on the inside, V-Cube on the outside. And it looks like Wack is going to win that fight, and I think that is a reggae looking Beetle off the track. As we head down the turn 1, oh, he just got it wrong. Oh, and never mind, no he hasn't. He got it wrong to begin with, and the JMS lawn darts him. Absolute carnage. We're going to get another replay of this. Does JMS. Look at this from JMS's point of view. I think JMS absolutely lawn darts past here. Oh, yeah, he just never brakes. He just never got on the brakes. Yeah, that was far too late. Oh, it's already going wrong for Pasty. Don't forget that Pasty needs to stop gaining 14 points on him today. Musa, is he even here? Musa can't even race. Musa's not even racing, so Wack just needs to gain 18 points today on Musa and then beat Pasty by 14 to win the title. And all of a sudden things have changed rather drastically. Fancy is back in the lead. Wack is in second, VQ third, Yuri in fourth, O'Leary in fifth. Pasty under fire from coach now for sixth place. We've also got another car trying to drive through. I think that is Mo also trying to thread the needle, and all three of them go deep, and Pasty again comes off worse. And he dropped all the way to 11th. It is a horrible time for Pasty right now. And as it stands, Wack is gaining 12 of the 14 points he needs. That is extremely unfortunate for Pasty here. At the start of this race, Dougal! Oh, Dougal hospital the car! Oh my god, and Pasty's been hit again! This time Dougal unable to save his car. He's actually kept it going fairly well in the end. Pasty's going to get overtaken not by one but by two. There goes Jezza, there goes Darlington. As the championship is starting to heat up, Pasty's now switched all the way to the inside. Has to switch back all the way to the outside because Darlington had missed his braking point by quite a margin. And he's now going to switch back here, attempt for Pasty against Jezza. And he'll gain the two positions he just lost on the straight back straight away. Back up in the 10th. Point for Pasty as of right now. He might look to go the long way around on Esty here. And if I was Pasty, you have to be a little bit aggressive here. I would have gone for that. Esty trying to put his car in the middle of the track wherever he can. And focusing a lot on where Pasty is because Wack is currently the leader of the championship. He just needs to outscore Pasty by 14 points. Constructors probably won't be won today. Unless there's some massive outscoring happening. But either way, the drivers can definitely be settled. The fact that Moose is not racing. Further forward, coach is in 6th. Catch going 7th, Mo in 8th. For O'Leary is right up to the back of Yuri now. BQ a little bit squirrely out of the final corner here at Fuji. On lap 2, we head to lap 3 now. It looks like after we got Wack there with Banty Lock, who is in control in his Japanese style RCZ. We got the Cube again, just a little bit deep there. Mo having a bit of a mare through turn 1, drops off the back of Kachka now. Pasty in 9th, he's got past Esty. Esty's got JMS to deal with straight away following it. We got Jezza, Dougal 12th and 13th, and then Darlington, I believe, is at the back of the pack. We'll go through, still looking at this. Pasty's going to gain a couple of points from this race, but right now he's being outscored by 10. Fancy Lock's got pole. Fancy Lock's has currently got fastest lap, so we don't have anything of that to deal with. We're going to go back a little bit here because I think Kachka is trying to go. Kachka and Mo were going quite desperately after each other there. Kachka went wide, heading down to the end of sector 2. And now they're going to be fighting their way into the chicane. Mo the long way round. That is a nice overtake there from the Porsche. Pretty nice work from Mo. One of the better moves he's done all season. Still quite away from Coach, though. Coach looks to solidify 6th, the top 5. Very much staying the same, not really going after each other at the moment. Going forward, look, they've got quite the substantial gaps to each other. Here at the front of the grid, we'll see if there's anything happening toward the back. In the midfield, actually, we've got Kachka running down Mo, down the straight. Kachka probably still going to dive to the inside again. And Mo is going to have to try and defend this. He won't be able to, though, I don't think, because Kachka had the inside line. Kachka's still there. Mo tried to close the door. Mo's actually held on to the position fairly well. Look at that. It's well played here from Mo to hold on to 7th. He's done particularly well. Kachka probably should have had that on the inside. He might have it on the inside here. He looked at, you could tell what he was thinking. You could tell that he would a split-second decision. Do I or don't I? The devil on one shoulder, the angel on the other. Self-preservation, I think, won there in the end. Front 2 have got a gap now. V-Cube has dropped back to 4th and 5th. So we've got 2 separate packs at the front. Got this pack here afterwards as well. Pasty in ahead of JMS, who's in 10th. Then Dougal's in 11th. And Esty in 12th with a 1.5 second time penalty. He'll put him behind Jether and Darlington when he serves it on the lap. Pasty looked a little bit deep there. Right now, if you're Pasty, you're starting to scramble a little bit here. Because honestly, you need to get something going. You need to get something going quickly. Right now, it would put him into a good position for reverse grid front row. The issue with that is that he's done having a bank on his tyres, and that's usually been his issue this season. It's been the Achilles heel the entire way through. Apart from pretty much Le Mans. Le Mans was the only time it wasn't the Achilles heel. You see, Wack and Fancy have started to gain just a considerable gap now to V-Cube, so I don't think Wack is in any danger of dropping out a second unless he makes a mistake of his own. We'll see whether or not... Oh, you're getting a little bit on the grass there. He needs to... Oh, Yuri again! Just needs to get himself off that grass, off that... throttle too early as well, considering he has just almost spun his car twice in a matter of seconds there. On board with O'Leary and the other Beetle. He really hasn't been able to do anything against Yuri at this point in time. V-Cube just gaining an advantage from Yuri's mistakes on the prior lap. We're about to finish up halfway into this sprint race. And right now, everything that Watt could have wanted, and also everything Fancy Lock could have wanted. Here comes O'Leary to the outside of Yuri. These two battling it down towards turn 1. Yuri finally realizes that O'Leary is on his outside. Yuri should have the more favourable line through turn 1. O'Leary has to take a very wide one. And, well, Yuri somehow goes deep on the exit, so these two are back to square one. Lucky at the ball. Yeah, I was about to say, Yuri got very lucky at the ball. It didn't bounce up there because that could have easily spelt disaster. He's got a 1.5 second penalty for it because he just cut the inside there quite handedly. He's just going to drop well behind O'Leary now when it comes to serving that penalty. Mode's right on the back of Coach. Then we've got Kachka. Pasty's quite good. Oh, Pasty's gone wide and JMS has gone through. That's really not good news for Pasty. He had to go forward, not backwards. And he is running out of tyre already. Everyone else, 3/4 of a tyre left. Apart from Wack, who's almost halfway as well. Considerable tyre differences. And then you've got Pasty, who is well over halfway, or well towards halfway now. He is going to struggle for the final 4 laps of this race. A very interesting scenario now unfolding. Oh, the tire's going to last. Will be very interesting to see if they do. Pasty in 10th right now. He's not quite near beside JMS either, so we go forward to Kachka, who's behind Yuri. Yuri dropped all the way to 7th off his 1.5 second penalty, which means he lost out to both Coach and Mo alongside O'Leary as well. So Yuri dropping down 3. Apologies about that. I'm sneezing quite badly at the moment. I have to pause this a second. Goddamn hay fever, man. Here comes Coach and Mo. We'll see whether or not there's an overtake for Mo. He's already done one this way. Coach says no, not happening. Very much paid attention to the... Oh, never mind, he spun his car. Half spun his car on the exit. And we're now going to have a proper fight up the hill. Mo's got the inside line, but he's not ahead. Oh, and he just clobbered Coach off the track. You see that was coming from a mile away. Yuri and Kachko gained the position. Yuri's gone up 2. Oh, had done for a split second because he got that in the final corner. All sorts of wrong. The Alfa Romeo will say thank you very much. And yeah, Yuri just needed to be a bit tighter there. Stop Kachka going through. Now he's going to help Kachka try and catch up to Mo, who I would be very surprised if Coach didn't report that one. Oh, Kachka and Yuri are both deep! And Yuri got by! Kachka just misjudged his braking point. And now he's going to go round the long way into turn 3. Yuri holds him at bay for now. But Yuri's gone deep, very deep. Into turn 4. Just about holds on again, deep into 5. Another switchback attempt opens up, and it's beautifully taken there by Kachka. And Coach is now trying to follow through the hole. And that hole just never really opened up. Kachka gets by again. He caught Yuri the same way he did on the prior lap as well. Just a little bit wide, a lapse in concentration there for Yuri, and Kachka goes, yep, well, there's enough space there. I'm just going to take it. He's also getting this section terribly wrong. He somehow managed to keep his car in play, though. That looked like his car was ready to just drop on him when he hit the grass there. He has got away with it. He's gone very deep in the final corner. This will be a perfect opportunity for Yuri to fight back. The gaps to the front are extending quite drastically. The front 4 are nowhere near each other. Front 5 are realistically nowhere near each other. Mo's got a massive gap to this battle as well. Kachka's got the straight line speed. Can he hold on? Is he going to brake normally this time? No, he's deep again. Yuri on the inside this time. Kachka on the outside of turn 2. He'll have the inside for turn 3. He'll be in a far better position than the reverse of the last lap. Kachka actually might have just been sold on the undercut there, on the switchback from Yuri. Kachka just went too deep. Yuri's gone deep here. Kachka's got a line. Kachka's got back in front. He's going to have to try another switch back here. They both snap the car, and it opened up the opportunity for Kachka again. And Kachka, for the 3rd lap running, has switched back Yuri into the final sector here. Yuri had the inside line, however, into the chicane. Another attempt to the switchback. This one not as successful. And Yuri finally holds on. Excellent battle in between these two. It may be mistakes galore. And then another one to add to the list. Yuri. And again switchbacked by Kashka, who has just taken advantage. I think that's number 4, number 5 he's actually executed on Yuri on the last 3 or 4 laps alone. As we go into the final lap of this race. What a battle this has been. JMS has got a penalty, so he's going to drop back. He won't be serving it this lap, he'll serve it on the next one. Pasty's now out of the top 10. Pasty's now actually in last. Pasti in last. Jenner gets past Darlington. JMS holds on. Kachka and Yuri again fighting it into turn 1. Yuri again will have the inside line, much like he did on lap 9 as well. This time, Kachka won't have to defend into turn 3 because he's well ahead. He might have gone a little bit deep there, just about safe from the penalty. Yuri again, just very wide. Into turn 4, then through turn 5, looking to try. Oh, and Kachka comes over and stops him going through. And through goes JMS. It won't last long because he's got a penalty, but he's still through nonetheless. Yuri might see that as a reactionary block. Kachka didn't vary too much from his line, I don't think. It was just a late line to pick. Kachka defended that swing attempt underneath very, very quickly. Also, with JMS being here, it'll stop Yuri really getting too much of a shot here at the Alfa Romeo, which may have just been tagged by the Lamborghini there. As we go into the final corner, Yuri sends it! Yuri again switchbacked! Kachka with number 6! 4th position, number 6 on the grid. What a move! He saw it coming. Said thank you very much, and Kachka has defended that well. We'll go back and give Vasilok the proper win he deserves. They were fighting the entire way. We got 2 engrossed in the battle for 6th place as Vasilok hasn't been touched this entire time. Look, quite handedly beats Wack in the end and wins the Fuji sprint for Tier 3 White. Wack will get 2nd. B-Cube will get 3rd. O'Leary will get 4th in all of this. Mo will get 5th. Then we'll see through Kachka and Yuri. We've already watched that battle happen. Mo will get 5th. Kachka will earn his 6th in the end. He had to fight that desperately. Yuri will get 7th. Coach 8th. JMS 9th. Dougal 10th. SD 11th. Jezza 12th. Darlington 13th. And Pasti ended last. He'll start 14th in the feature race. And Wack has already gained 12th. I would like to point out that Wack needs 14. Wack needs 14. That's it. 14-point gain is all he needs on Pasti. Which means all he has to do is beat him now. Wack beating Pasti enough for the title. There isn't a need for an elaborate situation here. It is as simple as this. If Wack beats Pasti, it is over. The Beatles definitely haven't taken advantage of any type of any chance to win the Constructors title today. That fell off rather quickly. We'll pause that here and we'll get through who is and isn't where everyone is on the grid. About 55 minutes before the start of this race, before the start of the F1 race. We have more than enough time to go through this. Right, so with that being said, I was just checking Discord for anything in particular. That I had missed. That hasn't been the case, so we'll go back to this. So, Dougal starts on reverse grid pole with medium tyres. Hards for JMS in second, then mediums for Coach in third. Yuri on mediums in fourth. Kachka as well in fifth. Having earned his sixth place on the last race against Yuri, he'll have to do it all over again. Mo in sixth on mediums as well. O'Leary in seventh on the hard tyre in the Beetle. You got V-Cube on the hard at eighth. Same with Wack. Looking to solidify the title in this race. Starting ninth on the hard tyres. Then hard tyres to Fancy Locks in 10th. Esty in 11th on the mediums. Same for Jezza in 12th. And Darlington in 13th. Hard for Pasty in 14th. And Musa joins the back of the grid here on soft for some godforsaken reason. Here at the end of this one. So Wack, having already gained 12, needs to beat Pasty. Let's do a very quick little bit of maths here. So he gained 12 in the feature race, in the sprint race here. So that means he is 38 ahead of Musa. So he has to beat Musa by 2 positions at absolute minimum. He needs to beat Musa by 5 points. So technically 3 positions he has to beat him by, or win the race and ends third or lower, and Musa ends third or lower. Well, Andy has to beat Pasty full stop. He just has to beat Pasty and beat Musa by 2 positions. That's all that needs to happen to win the title in this feature race. That being said, we're about to head off. There you see the line down the end of the straight here. In 3, 2, 1, and we are off to the races. And after this one, we'll be up to date with the final race tomorrow. Will the title go to Daytona, or will it be won right now? Dougal stay the head going into turn 1. Yuri gets coached straight off the line. Kashka not able to do much about it. And he's trying to fight off Mo in behind. It's a good start there for Yuri. And we've got V-Cube and Wack fighting it out for 8th position at the moment. The Citroen is going to win that one for now. Bearing in mind, Musa starts 15th. Pasty started 14th. And Wack started 9th. So Musa already in 12th. He's already got a second penalty as well to Pasty in 13th. They are both out of range of Wack at the moment. This would be enough. Wack trying to go around the outside of O'Leary now. Can he get him on the outside down into the chicane? Will it happen, or will he get overtaken by Fancy Locks even, who tried round the outside there and hasn't really got it yet? And he hasn't got it at all through on the exit of the chicane either. SD needs to let his teammate go. And he will do. There goes Musa up the inside. Oh, Musa has just clobbered Fancy Locks off the track straight away. Get a good look at this. SD half spins his car, lets his teammate go. And his teammate just could not get that car start straight into the rear tyre of Fancy Locks. And any chance he had to catch him Wack early has just dissipated because he is waiting. Not sure I would have done that. And Pasty up in a 10th. There you go, Pasty's gained 4 positions off the first lap. He is now 1 position behind Wack. However, it's still enough as it stands. Two points gained would be enough to put it into, and it looks like Wack has got O'Leary, so he's go back to the advantage it was. O'Leary's gone wide, Kachka's gone wide, V-Cube's gone wide, and Wack gets a triple! Wack gets a triple in turn 1! Oh, it's awful from Kachka. Just pushed he pushed him and V-Cube wide, and allowed through for O'Leary as well, and Pasty gained the position on Kachka. That's really bad news for Pasty, however, because Wack gained a triple. That is massive. Darlington tagged the back of VQ. We'll see if there's going to be anything going here. Coach is still ahead of Mo. They're doing well to defend that. Yuri's in second, Dougal's in first. Mo's trying the outside here. Out on the exit of the chicane, it isn't really going to work. I'll slide the car out of it. Coach had defended for no particular reason here. I think Mo would have been in position to send it at all. Not legally anyway. Got Yuri going wide again. I'm not sure what JMS is doing trying to follow him. Dougal right now has to defend from Yuri. Dougal had the lead of the race as we go to the end of lap 2. 24 laps total. 22 left on the clock. Yuri currently has the fastest lap, but he's too far behind Dougal to really make anything of this into turn 1. And it looks like Mo sends it to the inside of Coach. A switchback attempt for Coach in the Supra. He brings himself alongside. He had the outside line in the 3. Mo has done a good job at the moment. Even if he went slightly deep, and he will hold on to 4th place. Well worked by Mo to get the position off of Coach. Both gone a little bit deep through turn 4. Wack is still ahead of O'Leary. You got B-Cube and Pasty up to 9th. Esty in 10th, Jeddah in 11th, Kachka in 12th. Musa still in 15th on the back of the grid. With his soft tyres right now, has not worked. Real issue for him in this one. As we look to see whether or not a title is going to be decided with a round to spare. Wack is doing everything he needs to at the moment. Pantelok down in 14th. Kachka also dropped a couple of positions after the earlier incident. Wack is now going to the inside of Mo. Just positioned himself well on the inside. Mo should get a better exit though. And will get the better exit. Wack will have to slip back in. There's no way he's winning that battle. But then again, he will get a shot into turn 1. 42.3 there for Wack on his hard tyre. Goes back to the inside of Mo for turn 1. They break roughly the same time. Wack now has a great inside line and a run and a better exit. He's half slides the car, but it won't matter because Mo has gone deep and Wack will take 5th. That buffer that Wack has over Pasty, that triple that he got earlier, is going to prove absolutely fatal. Coach is in 4th right now. He's got JMS in front of him. Yuri and Dougal are off into the distance as of right now. It's going to be the interesting scenario to see what people do in this race. If they're going to go medium hard, or they're going to go hard medium, or someone may even try medium soft in this scenario. So I'm just taking a drink there. Both felt a little bit scratchy at the top, so we'll just refresh that very quickly and get going again. We got JMS getting a little bit narrower in this time. I think Coach is going to get a far better exit though. Again, it doesn't matter if you're slow in, it's all about being fast out. You have to be able to do it though without really being too vulnerable to the car behind. Let's see if there's going to be any sort of movement at the front. Dougal's gone very deep into turn 1. Yuri might have a shot now. Turned out he doesn't through turn 2, and he certainly won't into turn 3. We go further back. Coach in a good position as well, but not close enough to really challenge JMS into turn 3. Mo right on the back of Wack. But Wack needs, well, Pasty needs Mo to fight him quite hard here. The more he fights him here, the more chance that Pasty got. The Beatles have got into fighting this one as well. Pasty dropped back to 10th, has a penalty as well with Jeddah on his inside. A little bit of a tag. Still going, but he's lost the place to Jeddah. He's down into 11th. This has been fairly one-sided up to this point. Both at the actual front of the race and in this championship battle. At Fuji in particular. Kachka's got Darlington behind him. Pasty's got a half-second penalty. I think he's about to lose at least 2 positions. And Mo's got past Whack. Mo got past Whack, so Mo is ahead of the Englishman now. So Whack dropped back a position. Pasty dropped back 2. We go a little bit further into this race. Trying to establish some sort of dominance here. Yuri to the inside of turn 1. Is he going to take the lead of the race? He absolutely is. For about a split second, because he got a little bit too wide, and he hits the AstroTurf, and that will allow Dougal right back through. And again, the execution on the later stages of the moves are just not there for Yuri tonight. Just not there right now. You'd think that as soon as Yuri, someone as skilled as Yuri anyway, would be able to get through, that he would be able to just execute that last stage, that last part where you can get the exit, you can keep the position. He just hasn't been able to do that here. Coach has got ahead of JMS as well for good measure. Coach is up into 3rd. He's going to have to defend from the Lamborghini here. The Lamborghini's, I think, got a little bit too deep. Coach is doing a fantastic job of shutting the door in that chicane, because he is coming straight across. He's saying, you might be there, but if you're not directly alongside me, you don't deserve the space. In a very effective way of defending. Let's see if Yuri's got another shot at this. Because quite frankly, I think Yuri should have got this done on the last lap. Had a golden opportunity, he squandered quite handedly there. He's got to do it. He's got to try and figure it out now, before we get too late into this race. Look, you go again. Dougal just doing enough to hold Yuri off for now. The coach is still ahead of JMS. JMS gets a little bit too deep there. The coach shouldn't have too many issues. Mo is still ahead, quite heavily actually ahead of Wack now, who shouldn't really find too much issues with Esty behind him. We've got VQ in 8th, O'Leary in 9th, Jeddah in 10th, Kachka in 11th, Fancy Locked in 12th, Pasty in 13th, Darlington in 14th, and then Musa in 15th. And this could not be going any better for Wack, and any worse for the 2 at the back. Fancy Locks looking to the inside of Kachka now. The Alfa Romeo versus the RC. That's very wide for Kachka. He's still ahead. Here comes Fancy Locks looking to the inside. Fancy Locks looking for it, but doesn't go for it. Now Pasty has got to get himself involved. He's got to get himself into a position to make an overtake or two. Because right now he is in trouble. He is in massive trouble of losing this championship with a race to spare before we even get to Daytona tomorrow night. Right now it's not looking very positive for either one of the championship fighters in this one. There we go. So Darlington right on the back of Pasty now. You'd think that the Ford GT's got some pace beside him to get past there. Fancy Locks looking potentially for Kachka here. Looks, pulls to the inside. Kachka doesn't make a move to defend. Kachka still at the line. Fancy Locks a little bit later on the brakings. Closes the door. Goes deep. Switchback ability here for Kachka. He's good at them. And he's got it again. He is absolutely executing switchbacks to perfection tonight. Absolutely perfection right now. But I think that's his like 7th on the day through both the races. It's absolutely incredible to watch. Jeddah right there in front, just starting to lose grip on the 2 and 8th and 9th, and now he'll be under fire from the Katschka in 11th as well. And we'll see O'Leary and VQ are right beside each other. Katschka goes a little bit deep there. He kept it narrow, he kept it close into that chicane. He might have a run, he might have had a run on Jeddah, but he doesn't have it anymore. Katschka will be under fire from Fancy Locks again at the end of the lap. It might not even wait for the end of the lap now, because Fancy Locks had the run heading into the final corner. Katschka had the underneath. He might be his own fire. It might be a move too much here for Katschka. Fancy didn't actually attempt the underneath the switchback. He should have. He absolutely should have. Katschka will get away with it then. Heading down towards turn 1. We'll see if Katschka defends it properly this time. Fancy Locks isn't even alongside. Katschka's gone too deep. Katschka's gone too deep. He's going to get sorted by the underneath. Oh, is he? No, Katschka's going to just about hang on. Croatian playing with a lot of fire today. Albeit he's been very safe with it so far, but he is playing with fire almost every other corner. V-Cube ahead of O'Leary, not really catching up to Esty, who is slowly but surely putting a number on Whack. Whack is nowhere near Mo as the front 5 have all started to close into each other, and Coach has been tagged by JMS, and through goes Mo. He'll say thank you very much for that. Takes the 2 positions, up in the 30 goes. Yuri and Dougal all of a sudden have a sizable advantage out in front again. Is Yuri close enough to Dougal to really make work of this? I don't think he is, you know. I think Dougal's just got this race under control through the first 9 laps of this one. No real threat being posed. Apart from that 1 lap where Dougal, who had just made a massive mistake, somehow kept the lead out of that. I think Yuri also on the inside hit too much of the inside. The bollard bounced down and then back up again, unsettled the car. So Dougal, despite missing his entire apex on the first corner, will get away with it and stays in first through the second sector as well. Coach still there with Mo now in third, and Wack has got himself into this fight. SD isn't too far off the back of it either. Then we got V-Cube in a Valyrian 9th. Darlington has got ahead of Katschka for 10th. I'm not entirely sure what happened here, but they must have passed Fancy Locks as well. So Darlington up in the 10th now, and that's pretty good news to him. Katschka almost into the back of Darlington there. Pasty in 14th, Musa in 15th. This could really not have gone better for the Renault, could it? Darlington's got a half-second penalty. That'll give him up to Katschka and to Fancy Locks for certain. Probably gives him up to... Oh, that might be deep for Katschka. That might be a penalty as well. Katschka's now going to try and cover off Fancy Locks, and again we see a switchback. He's fell to his own move. I'm not sure why you're two-stopping. Dougal done into the pits here. Darlington is going to get caught. Katschka's going to give Fancy Locks a little bit of help. And they both do go by. Jezza going to try against the Ford GT as well. Looks down into turn 1. Darlington may have got a little bit deep. Jezza has sent it on Kachka. Has made it work for a split second, but then loses both of his positions back because he just couldn't get enough on the exit where the Ford GT and the Alfa Romeo absolutely blitzed him. Kachka saw Darlington on the inside, gave him enough space. Darlington decided not to go for that. It does allow for Fancy Locks to drive off now. Also, Dougal pitted onto softs. I mean, sure. I'm just not sure I would have done that, you know? Oh, Pasty's out. Pasty's out of the race. Oh no, I don't know if that was a disconnect or if that was anything else, but he's out. So that solidifies Wack over Pasty. He now needs to beat Musa by equivalent of 5 points. 2 positions is all they'll do. Unless they both end outside the top 10, then Wack will have to beat him from 10th onwards. From 10th at the very least. So 5 points and all that do it now. Pasty is out of the race. Kachka's cleared Darlington. Fancy Locks has cleared Kachka. O'Leary in there as well in 8th. So one thing to show, the Beatles are not going to win the Constructors title today. That will go to Daytona. V-Cube in 7th. Esty in 6th right now. Whack! Being undersold a little bit here by JMS with a little bit of a switchback, I think. Whack at the inside line in a 3. And with that, we'll have the position out of 3. And it's up in the 4th. If I was Whack, I would drive this fairly safe now. It's not about winning this race anymore. It's not about doing anything. It's about the championship. But she can think he has fairly in hand right now, but one mistake would be enough to really clean house. Someone's pit. That is going to be Darlington that's pit now. Onto a set of soft tyres. We've got SD, we've got JMS, we've got Wack here. Looking for 4th place. You would think this championship is probably done and dusted unless Wack is going to make a mistake. I don't think. There's been a lot of foot put wrong for Wack since realistically Panorama. One in Le Mans. Came second to Fancy Locks in the sprint here. Quite frankly, I wouldn't be too surprised if he's about to pull in and get a second here as well. Or potentially a win in Fuji to go with it. Yuri into the pits, Ursti into the pits. O'Leary off of the hards. So O'Leary is going to the end of the race now. I would assume that it's a one-stop for Yuri and for Esti as well, and they're just going to go to hards from now on. Only 12 laps left of the race. We are halfway. Wack is halfway to a title. We'll see if there's enough in hand here. Wack got a little bit deep. That's well off the track. I think that might be a penalty. I think that should be a penalty there for Wack in this one. See if he gets it. I think he avoided it. That's fairly impressive. He looked like he's well and truly off the track there. We've still got a fight between Mo and Coach for the lead of this race at this point in time. Dougal pit early. Yuri pit as well. Oh, there goes Mo. That's the indication that Mo's going to pit. Is there an indication that Coach is going to follow him? Wack is going to follow them as well. Oh no, Mo and almost Mo tried a dummy. Mo tried a dummy. They both stay out. Wack doesn't though. JMS also comes in. Mind games started to be played here in Tier 3. Mo tried to dummy him. DQ's still out. Then you got Kachka in fourth. Dougal on a set of softs, and Jezza, and then Yuri is on softs as well. Why are you two stopping at Fuji? Musa currently in 8th. He started on the softs. He didn't really give himself much hope in this one. Wacker's come out in 9th, Esty in behind him. JMS has come out behind Esty, so Wacker's got a nice little pocket of an advantage there now. Just don't. Why are you two stopping? What is wrong with this, dear? I have a crash out at the amount of fucking stupid strategies I've seen this season. Oof. Ah, this is rough. This is rough, that's for certain. You got Darlington in 14th, O'Leary in 13th, he's on medium tires now, he's going to the end, Badlock to the end as well. JMS to the end, Estes on soft, so I don't think he's going to the end from here. Wack is on medium, so he's going to the end. You can pick the one-stoppers out from here. I feel like you could probably figure out where I'm going with this, but I think the one-stops might be in the best position. Just slightly. Just slightly. In comes Musa now. He's coming in, right? Yep, he's about to say he almost left that very late. And yeah, he's at the wall on the way in. That was a questionable entry. There we go, Dougal and Kachka. Kachka hasn't pitted yet. Dougal's already pitted once. Dougal looks to the inside of Kachka at 3. Gets him at 3. And he gives himself a little bit of a buffer to Yuri as well. I wonder if that was what Dougal said when he put on the wrong tyres when he came in and put on softs earlier. I wonder. We'll see if Yuri's got anything for Kachka here. Kachka may have gone slightly too deep, straight over the bollard. I don't think Kachka's going to get a penalty for that, though. Looks like he has well and truly avoided a penalty, and we've seen Kachka versus Yuri a dozen times so far. We've seen it usually end in a switchback overtake for Kachka. It won't be that this time! And I think that's Kachka's indication he's coming into the pit. If he is, he's definitely caught that yard line. That's a certain. No, he's not coming into the pits. He stayed out. He stayed out. Coach has come in though. Off of the medium tyres, 8 to the end. It's actually 9 to the end right now. Yuri looking for it. Way too deep. Is he going to get switched back again? No, he's actually made it stick. It looked like he came in very hot. He has managed to make that work. The tyre advantage would probably help him, but he definitely made that work. I think Kachka's got a second and a half for that. Oh, he's going to get a second. Cut far too to the inside, hit the bollard. You hit that inside bollard, you probably know what your end result's going to be there. The Yuri now has Dougal to go after. We'll see if there's going to be anything here. Kachka's going to have to pit at the end of this lap. He doesn't really have much of a choice. He is out of it if he doesn't. He'll run out of tyres here. We'll see if, yeah, Kachka's just dropped off well off the back now. We've got Dougal and Yuri fighting it out. What will be net P1 for now. Yuri tries a switchback attempt here. I think Mo has finally gone in. Dougal, V-Cube going to follow him in. Is Dougal going in, or is Dougal going to dummy? Dougal into the pits he goes. V-Cube going on to medium tires, or to hard, to soft, sorry, to potentially go to the end here. Mo off of the mediums as well. Kashka off the mediums. Dougal's going to go on to another set of softs, I presume. Yuri comfortably ahead for now. Whack in second. Esty in third. Esty's on a set of softs, so he'll have to pit again. Fancy Locks is next on the one-stoppers. Then you've got JMS as well. These two might fight it out for second and third. Whack is currently in net P1 of this race by quite some distance. You can see that yellow Renault. That's the distance between P1 and P2 right now. And as of right now, there is no stopping Whack. There is no way he does not win the championship on this race. Even a spin isn't going to be able to do it now. He's going to have a nightmarish 7 laps to not win the title from here. We'll see if there's going to be anything Fancy Locks or JMS can do to stop him winning the race. When someone is on the form that Whack has been over the last 2 or 3 weeks, he is not an easy customer to stop, that's for certain. CJMS is just trying to get himself involved here. That looked deep for Fancy, that looked wide and slippery for JMS. Coach is also back here as well, he's on soft. I wonder if he's going to be able to get through a couple of races here before everything starts to unravel with his tyres. A couple of places, sorry. Yuri a 40.0 on the fastest lap so far. O'Leary then, Dougal in 9th. Dougal's on soft again, so yeah, I can assume that his first issue was the picking the soft earlier and he should have gone to hards. I really don't understand the 2-stop. Musa still last. Still handedly last. He is well and truly not challenging Whack at this point. I have to spend the next 6 laps thinking of the speech that I can give to win to the title winner at this point, because there's no real stopping, no real way to stop him now. We got Fancy Locks who's actually cleared JM. I'm not entirely sure what's happened in JMS. Oh, JMS got overtaken by Coach. That is what's happened to him. So Coach is starting to make his way forward. And my Coach has won a race this season. He won the feature race at Bathurst. This is Fancy Locks' first race in the tier. JMS has been in and around the podium for 3 straight weeks now. He got one at Bathurst. He almost had one at Road Atlanta, and then he got 4th at Le Mans. He's hit his stride. A little bit too late for hitting his stride, but he had hit his stride. Yuri's gone into the pits, and this is the point. This is where the 2 stops just do not make sense to me. That's Esty coming into the pits. At least Esty had the fuel. Esty had the fuel to go to the end. No one, the Yuri will start to put a couple of laps in. Dougal's up in the 7th, V-Cube in 8th right now. Go through 1 lap 19 to 24, and look at the advantage that the Renault has. He's barely on the screen. They basically have the same time as well, so it really isn't going to change an awful lot. So it's going to have to be a Whack mistake from here on out. And coming from arguably the most consistent person in the tier, I don't think that mistake is very good, very evident right now. Started off a little bit slow to the season did Whack, but my God, since Panorama, he has stepped into gear. Up to certainly stepped into gear. He's lit everyone up on this grid since that race. Second half of the season, he has been rather unstoppable. So JMS not that far behind Coach now. You got Mo in 5th. I don't know if he's going to have enough in it to really make any sort of dart. O'Leary in 6th. Dougal right behind him. Wonder if Dougal's going to have enough to gain a position or two. B-Cube right behind that. Got better tyres at the moment than Dougal has as well, so maybe toward the end he might try and fancy himself into the top 6. We've got about 5 laps to go. Starting to get a little bit dull in Fiji. Yep, definitely the country of Fiji and not the track of Fuji in Japan. Definitely not where we are at right now. Brain is fried at this point. But yeah, there's V-Cube. Oh, V-Cube went a little bit too hot. Caught Dougal on the side. He's just allowed Dougal to get going again. Yuri also bounced into the back of V-Cube. A little bit of carnage in the midfield. V-Cube now looking to the inside of the chicane. Spooked Dougal just a little bit here. And again, he's tagged him. He's just getting a little overzealous, trying to overtake into places. Overtaking really can't happen. Just a couple of rookie mistakes, that's all that is. He might go for it again. Almost back-to-back corners there. Yuri might have a little look on the inside here. Now V-Cube shut down very effectively. He's gonna have a good straight line speed here against Dougal. Dougal pulls out. Yuri doesn't follow Dougal. He'll stay behind V-Cube. Why did Dougal go? Dougal? Why are you going into the pits? What are you doing? Now I'm confused. I'm very confused at what is going on here. V-Cube gone very deep. Yuri's not got a chance to realistically stop it. However, V-Cube's going to hold on to 7th. Yuri's trying to get past bless him, but he's being stopped fairly short here. It looks like Yuri to the inside, tries it, but goes too much to the curb. And V-Cube's going to get a far better exit, so that fight might be over for now. JMS Coach is starting to wear his tyres, so the same for Mo, but we'll see how long that lasts for. There's about 3 or 4 laps left of this race. There's actually 3 and some change. We're about to go on to lap 22 of 24. Wack is still in the lead of this race from Fancy Locks, and then Coach in 3rd, JMS in 4th, Mo in 5th, O'Leary in 6th, V-Cube in 7th, Yuri in 8th. No pasty in the lobby anymore, no Musa in sight. Musa would need to be in 2nd right now to stop Wack from winning the title, but it is just not going to happen. More chance of coming in 2nd after being lapped than he does actually ending 2nd on track right now. SD might be after Jezza here, looking for that final spot in the top 10. To the inside he goes. And he does get him. Fairly easily there. SD up into P10. Kachka goes very deep up ahead. SD doing enough to defend from Jezza as we go into turn 3. Go towards the front of the grid in a minute. We'll see, watch this battle out. SD, oh, just a squeeze there on Jezza. I don't know if he gave him enough room in the end, but he did hold on. Yuri and V-Cube fighting it out again. V-Cube still with the advantage here. We'll see if there's any sort of chance. Yuri almost straight into the back of V-Cube there. just about holding on for dear life here. Big Cube trying to hold on to 7th. Then you got O'Leary in 6th, in a little bit of a worse place than the 2 cars behind him. Coach has been overtaken by Mo, because Mo has got both JMS and Coach. Mo is flying into the top 3 here. Would still expect JMS to be the one that ends up with that position. Those tyres on the soft tyre runners should start to fall off. Should start to fall off quite heavily right about now, actually. Coach to the inside, defending from a JMS here. JMS has a flying exit though. Absolutely flying exit out of 2, looking for 3. Coach has to brake late to try and hold on to the position. He just doesn't have enough. Not enough left in the tyres. That medium tyre is going to rip it at shreds. If he can keep his car off the grass, that would be the case anyway. Now he's going to be fought on the inside here. JMS is going to have to fight very hard because Coach is going to get a better exit. Mo is just starting to get away. We are about to head to lap 24 of 24, lap on round 7 of the season here. As Fancy Locks just ahead of the group we're currently watching, and Whack in the yellow further up the road from that. We'll see if there's anything to stop him here. Even winning the race, quite frankly, he might be capping off the championship with a win of his own. We're on lap 24 of 24, and we are going to the front of the grid. With 1 lap to go, and with Musa well and truly nowhere to be found, Pasty out of the race. This is the victory lap. This is his parade. He's got 1 lap standing between him and a lot of glory. Tier 3 championship on the line. With 1 more lap of Fuji to do it. Can he do it with 1 race to go? Half a lap has ticked by. He's not under threat from anyone whatsoever. The yellow Renault, unstoppable since Bathurst. Won in Le Mans. Had a decent day here in Fuji as well. 2nd in the sprint. He's about to cap it off with a win in the feature as well. Fancy Locks is close. With 1 sector to go, he's not close enough. Musa is nowhere to be seen, so the championship is dead and buried. And Whack has 3 corners between him and glory. 3 corners between him and a berth in Tier 2 next season. 3 corners turns to 2. And 2 turns to 1. And he goes round the final corner for the final time, unaffected by the RCZ behind him. And he's about to cross the line. We're going to the end. He's got basically just a straight between him and the championship. And Whack wins in Fuji. And he wins the World Championship in Tier 3. Quite dominantly. In dominant fashion. Absolutely no stopping him in the second half of the season, and it's absolutely deserved. Whack, once again, Whack is your Tier 3 white champion with a round to spare. Absolutely well in control the entire night. No one stopped him anywhere short. Fancy gets 2nd, Mo gets 3rd, JMS gets 4th, Coach 5th, O'Leary 6th, VCube 7th, Fury 8th, Estin 9th, Kachka gets it in the top 10 in the end, Jeddah in 11th, Dougal in 12th, Darlington in 13th, and then Musa, who was the closest challenger in the end, really did not put on a show. Ended in 14th. No real fight in the end. Whack is world champion. Oh. 1 round to go. World champion is crowned. I can safely say to you though that your constructors champion definitely isn't. Poor round in reality here for the Beatles. We'll just go have a look, double check the championship lead for the constructors. It's 31 points for the Beetle. It needed to be 77 to win it with a round to go. So the Renault, 31 points back, 41 points for the Mazda. It is still the Beatles to lose in Daytona, but this Fuji race definitely did not help them out. That being said, congratulations to WAC, winning the World Championship in Tier 3. We'll see you in Tier 2 next season. But until probably Tuesday, when I do the final race, when you guys do Daytona, I'll see you guys in a bit.